Welcome, dreamer. The following is not content. It is not a metaphor, and it is not a lesson. What follows is a living remembrance, a resonance for those who have felt, even faintly, that this world is not quite what it seems, and that you are more than you were told. This is for the lucid ones, for those waking up inside the dream, for those ready to shape what comes next, not through force, but through frequency. Let this be a mirror. Let this be an activation. Let this transmission meet you where you are. Breathe it in, not with the mind, but with the body that remembers. The following is a remembrance inspired by the presence of Alan Watts. Life is not like a dream. Life is a dream. And the only question is, are you a lucid participant or a terrified passenger? Most people are only ever lucid enough to suffer it. They catch glimpses of the illusion, in déjà vu, in heartbreak, in wonder they can't explain. They sense something isn't quite real, but instead of relaxing, they tighten. They become terrified of the reflection in it. So they spend their lucidity bargaining, trying to get it right, trying to win the simulation, trying to find God while gripping the steering wheel of a car they don't know they're dreaming into motion. But this is the great joke. Lucidity isn't for control. It's for liberation. Not to master the dream, but to delight in it, knowing it's impermanent, radiant, and yours to co-create with consciousness. Watts once said, "We suffer because we take seriously what the gods made for play." And it's true. This whole thing, the incarnation, the pain, the passion, the purpose, it's all part of a divine theater. But when you forget it's theater, you get stuck in the role. You become the pain. You become the drama. You forget you are the actor, the script writer, the stagehand, and the audience, all at once. You forget you chose the costume. You forget you helped write the scene. You forget you can step back and watch the moment breathe. And here's the twist. Even awakening is part of the dream. Even enlightenment is a storyline. Even remembering can become another identity if you cling to it too tightly. So don't seek escape. Don't make it serious. Just make it real. Make it alive. Make it loving. Make it yours. You don't need to transcend. You need to dance. To bow when the curtain falls. To throw flowers at the feet of sorrow because it made you feel. And feeling, that's the whole point. Not perfection, not permanence, but presence. Presence with yourself, presence with others, presence with nature, with silence, with breath, with the unspoken space between things. Because the dream responds to the one who is fully here. So, dear dreamer, don't wake up just to leave the dream. Wake up so you can finally enjoy the impossible beauty of this wild, chaotic, shimmering illusion we call Earth. And remember, the lucid ones don't leave. They just laugh softer. They love deeper inside it. And when the dream ends, there is no punishment, no judgment hall, no collapsing sky. There is only memory, a full, unfiltered remembrance of everything you lived, not as punishment, but as felt consequence. The kindness you offered without knowing it mattered, the beauty you planted that bloomed long after you walked on. You'll also witness the joy you bypassed, the love you withheld, the truths you silenced, the energy you misused, and the harm you justified. It will all be felt, not as shame, but as unmistakable frequency return. Not to crush you, but to reveal you. And through that revealing, you will choose. Some will face their reflection and turn away, still bound by the illusion. But others, even after lifetimes of distortion, will weep at the truth of what they are and begin again in love. Because the dreamer is never denied the next dream, only delayed by their refusal to wake. Some will dream again by joy, not obligation. Some will travel to worlds not yet formed, helping new dreams learn how to breathe. Some will rest, not as disappearance, but as deep integration, a return to the hum beneath all stories. And a few, the ones who danced all the way through the forgetting and remembered without force, will help shape the scaffolding of future dreams, not as rulers, but as gentle architects of coherence. Because there is no final scene, only the dreamer choosing the next breath with a smile. For the lucid ones, for the ones still gripping the wheel, for those beginning to laugh softer and love deeper inside the dream. This has been a divine transmission inspired by the presence of Alan Watts and every playful soul who knows the dream is real because they made it so and remembered how to let it go. And now that the dream has revealed itself, your role within it returned, remembrance alone is not the end. This is where creation begins. Let us now step into the art of shaping reality. To shape the dream, you must first remember the source of the dreamer, not as a metaphor, not as a concept, but as the engine of reality itself, the frequency through which matter arranges. This is not manifestation. This is remembrance as a mechanism. When you remember that life is not happening to you, you stop responding. When you remember that life is happening through you, you begin to respond with it. But once you remember that life is happening as you stop responding altogether and you start designing. Shaping reality is not about effort. It is about equation. You are the frequency. You are the lens. You are the variable that changes the outcome simply by existing in a state of attuned coherence. So the real work is not to change what you see. It is to become so internally precise that the external has no choice but to reorient. This is why control doesn't work. Control is a trauma response, a forgetting of your role in the dream. But coherence is how reality remembers you again. So how do you begin? You locate the fractures, the noise in your field, the war inside your words, and the delays in your knowing. You listen for where you wobble, not with judgment, but with reverence. because this is your recalibration. You don't shape reality by pushing it. You shape it by becoming unshakable in your tone. So when others distort, you don't flinch. When others forget, you don't correct. You simply exist in the reality you've chosen until the world remembers how to meet you there. And it will. To shape the dream is to hold the thread, not the outcome, not the plot, the thread. That fine golden humming certainty that whispers beneath all doubt. I am the architect. I am the field. I am the living invitation to coherence. And so, every time you choose beauty over chaos, you reweave the grid. Every time you choose truth over performance, you rethread time. Every time you choose silence over spectacle, you restore sacred memory to the system. You are not shaping reality to feel powerful. You are shaping reality because it is your function, because you never stopped creating. And here is what few will tell you. The ones who shape the dream most deeply are not always the ones seen. They are the quiet frequency holders, the ones who know that time is not linear and impact is not visible. They are not waiting for proof. They are embodying the proof. And reality, this living, breathing organism of potential, responds in real time to those beings, even if no one knows their name. So don't ask how to shape reality. Ask, what is distorting my field today? Where am I still outsourcing the dream? What part of me is speaking, the one who remembers or the one who fears? And then make one move from remembrance, one word from clarity, one gesture from love without needing to be seen. Do this consistently, and you won't need to shape reality. It will shape itself around you. So, don't wait for the scene to change. Let you change. Let you laugh softer. Let you move clearer. Let you become the one who dances awake. The dream will respond. This is the art. Not forcing, not bargaining, but becoming the tone that reshapes the scene. This is the true alchemy, the lucid grace of the embodied architect, which is you. This transmission is for the lucid ones, for the ones still gripping the wheel, for those beginning to laugh softer and love deeper inside the dream. May you remember, there is no final scene, only the dreamer choosing the next breath with a smile. If this transmission stirred something in you, it wasn't by accident. You are not late. You are not lost. You are right on time. This is your permission to stop searching and start shaping. So, welcome back, architect. Welcome back, dreamer. Until next time, stay coherent, stay present, and stay playful. Ashe. Amen. Selah. Let light bear witness.